qualify for the Youth Olympic Games, but this is the final of a World Championship. Very impressive to make both finals. Just as we saw Matej Jelic from Croatia doing the same thing. Tortosa came up a little short in the last attempt. But here he is again, trying to get that World Championship gold medal. It's Korea in blue and Spain in red. Big height advantage for Tortosa. Very reminiscent of Joel Gonzalez, the reigning world champion and Olympic champion. A couple low kicks there by the Korean athlete. Tortosa using that reach. He's going to have to, because So is very quick. We saw him in the semifinal match really pushing the action, but he's giving Tortosa a lot of respect here. He's not being too wild and out of control, being calculated. Back and forth these athletes go, both using their front leg. Great spinning attempt there and a counter by So from South Korea, but no point. There's a punch by South Korean, and there is a point. He read it well. Tortosa telegraphed a little bit. So from Korea read it brilliantly, landed the strong punch. And there's the deduction for Tortosa for going out of bounds. Kind of lost his momentum, lost his balance. Momentum took him out of bounds. And at the end of round number 1, it's 1-0 for Korea. So, Jae-ha So with a strong punch. Just a little error there in telegraphing his attack by Tortosa. There's a good look at Tortosa's father, also named Jesus. Part of the Spanish delegation for years, great fighter himself. Of course, the Spanish pedigree. Their program is maybe unparalleled in the world. And of course, Korea, where it all started, has a history of some of the best fighters of all time. Jae-ha trying to become a world champion for his country as well. Korea versus Spain. Korea in blue, Spain in red. 1-0 for Korea. Tortosa hasn't yet been able to find the right distance to land his attack. Being very active, but nothing seems to be getting through. Neither athlete looking at counterattack right now. They just want to attack. There's a counterattack, and he scores it, just as I said. Tortosa goes underneath and scores a defensive roundhouse kick with his right leg. 1 point, 1 point. This is what we were seeing before. There's another punch. I'm not sure that should score. That may have been a little high. The deduction for the Korean athlete for punching in the face. I'm not sure if it was in the face or the neck, but nevertheless, he is given a deduction. They both are now sitting with 1 kyungo apiece. Score is 1-1, approaching 30 seconds. Looks like Tortosa's found extra life here. A little bit more active. So of Korea has to be careful. It seems like he wants to be the aggressor, but you see that short stance of Tortosa, you know he's going to utilize that front leg. See it there. Down to the final 10 seconds. Nothing doing, and it looks like we're going to head to the 3rd round for yet the 3rd final in a row, heading to the 3rd round, all tied up. Pretty incredible. I keep mentioning it. These athletes are so closely matched. Nobody has a clear advantage. Any slip up, any mistake could be the downfall, could be the difference between the gold and the silver. Slight margins. A little surprised that this affair isn't a little bit higher scoring with the length of Tortosa and the athleticism of So. Thought there might be a few more points on the board, but they've been able to negate each other, get in each other's way, shut each other down. So here we are sitting at a 1-1 score as the round number 3 starts. Action going back and forth. Korean athlete trying to go under the long length of Tortosa. Not scoring, but look, is there a face point there? Yes, sir. There's a face point by Tortosa. The South Korean athlete was being a little over-aggressive, ran into the straight leg axe kick. Wasn't sure of a hit, but the 3 points go up on the board. This is certainly in the favor of Tortosa. Now he can sit back, use his length in a jabbing motion. So from South Korea is going to definitely have to find his way inside that range. Not going to be easy. Spanish athletes very good at shutting you down once they get that lead. Oh, there's a second deduction, making the score 4-2. A back kick would score 2 points. A spinning kick to the body scored 2 points. Down to 20 seconds right now. Still nothing. 4-2. Tortosa from Spain holding on to the lead. Last 15 seconds of the match. This is coming down to the wire. No points for the Korean. He's pushing the action fiercely, but it just seems that it's not going to be enough. He's going to run out of time. 2, 1, and there it is. Redemption for Jesus Tortosa, world champion, which may be even sweeter for him. Qualified for the Olympic Games, has a chance to win that. But there's only one chance of being a world champion. And Jesus Tortosa has done it following the lineage of the great champions from Spain before him. You're about to see a big hug for him and his father. Incredible moment for father and son. World champion. Congratulations to him, the Spanish team.